2025 modern bungalow design, multi-functional living with lush backyard and family-friendly garden. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this exploration of one of the most captivating directions in contemporary residential architecture. The 2025 multi-functional bungalow design with lush backyard and family-friendly garden. Today I will guide you through an immersive presentation where we will examine not only the architectural form, but also the lifestyle, the cultural shifts, and the design philosophies that shape such a home. The bungalow has long been a symbol of comfort, accessibility, and family-centered design. Traditionally, bungalows were single-story houses, emphasizing horizontal lines, open porches, and practical layouts. Their charm resided in simplicity. Yet, as we step into 2025, the bungalow has undergone a rebirth. It is no longer simply a modest dwelling. It has become a canvas for multifunctional living. This evolution reflects our current lifestyle demands. Families today are seeking homes that blend work, leisure, wellness, and sustainability seamlessly. The modern bungalow must accommodate hybrid work models, children's activities, aging parents, and spaces that flex between private retreat and communal gathering. In the past, a bungalow might have had a living room, a kitchen, and a couple of bedrooms. Today, the same form is transformed. A living room doubles as a media hub. A kitchen connects fluidly with outdoor dining, and a bedroom may also serve as a wellness retreat with meditation corners. This multi-purpose adaptability is the hallmark of the 2025 bungalow trend. Why are multifunctional spaces so important in 2025? The answer lies in the rhythm of our daily lives. We live in an era where the boundaries between professional and personal are blurred. Remote work, digital nomadism, and family-centered lifestyles have led to an urgent demand for spaces that are flexible, modular, and responsive. Imagine a room with sliding partitions. In the morning, it functions as a bright home office with smart lighting tuned for productivity. By evening, the same room transforms into a cozy home cinema with acoustic panels activated for immersive sound. On weekends, it opens up into a guest suite with foldable furniture. This is not science fiction. It is the reality of multifunctional bungalow design today. Furniture design also plays a central role. In 2025, we see an increasing emphasis on transformable furniture. Dining tables that expand into workstations, sofas that conceal storage, walls that integrate digital displays. Every square meter is optimized, not in a way that feels crowded, but in a way that feels intelligent. No modern bungalow would be complete without its outdoor environment. In fact, the backyard has become as essential as the living room itself. In 2025, homeowners crave connection with nature, and the backyard serves as a private sanctuary where architecture meets landscape. A lush backyard is no longer just a patch of grass. It is designed as a multi-layered ecosystem. Picture tall trees providing shade and privacy, vertical gardens offering edible plants, and carefully designed water features cooling the microclimate. The backyard becomes a living, breathing extension of the house, where sustainability meets beauty. Technology plays a role here as well. Smart irrigation systems adjust water usage according to weather predictions. Outdoor lighting is solar-powered, and garden layouts are designed to attract pollinators like bees and butterflies. In many ways, the backyard becomes both an aesthetic pleasure and an ecological responsibility. A family-friendly garden is not simply decorative. It is a place of growth, learning, and bonding. In 2025, families are rethinking the purpose of outdoor space. Gardens are designed for all generations, children, adults, and elders alike. For children, a family-friendly garden provides safe areas for exploration, natural play zones with wooden structures, sand pits, and edible plants that encourage curiosity. For adults, it offers relaxation zones, perhaps a yoga deck shaded by a pergola, or a small fire pit for evening gatherings. For seniors, the garden may include accessible walking paths, raised planters for gardening, and quiet seating areas for reflection. This inclusivity defines the modern garden. It is not merely decorative. It is interactive. It encourages physical activity, emotional well-being, and environmental stewardship. Families who grow vegetables together, harvest herbs, or simply sit outdoors under the stars experience the garden as a vital part of their daily lives. To understand the architectural language of the 2025 multi-functional bungalow, we must explore the trends shaping it. Sustainable materials dominate the construction scene, with bamboo, reclaimed wood, and recycled steel leading the way. Biophilic design integrates greenery, natural light, and organic forms that connect occupants to nature. Smart home integration allows for voice-controlled systems, AI-driven climate control, and adaptive lighting schemes. Wellness-oriented spaces provide meditation corners, spa-like bathrooms, and air-purifying plant walls. Compact luxury focuses on smaller footprints designed with exquisite detailing and efficiency, giving families the feeling of luxury without excess. Indoor-outdoor fusion completes the picture with sliding glass walls, patios that merge into living rooms, and gardens visible from every key angle of the home. At its core, architecture is not about walls and roofs. It is about people live. The 2025 bungalow design redefines lifestyles. It empowers families to live with freedom, flexibility, and joy. It supports both solitude and social connection. It enhances productivity while nurturing relaxation. Consider a day in the life of a family living in such a home. Morning sunlight filters through skylights onto a kitchen island where breakfast is shared. The parents step into a home office that is acoustically separated, yet still connected visually to the garden. Children play outdoors in the safe, shaded backyard, while grandparents tend to raised vegetable beds. Evening brings everyone together at an outdoor dining space, under the soft glow of solar lanterns. This rhythm of life is orchestrated not by chance, but by intentional design. The house is a living organism, adapting to the needs of its inhabitants while remaining sustainable and future-oriented. The 2025 multifunctional bungalow design, with lush backyard and family-friendly garden, is more than a trend. It is a reflection of deeper human needs. We desire homes that nurture us, connect us to nature, and prepare us for the uncertainties of the future. When we shift our attention from the lifestyle perspective into the architectural elements themselves, the 2025 bungalow reveals its brilliance through material choices, layout strategies, and stylistic innovations that define modern domestic architecture. It is no longer sufficient for a home to be a static structure. Instead, it must be a dynamic framework that anticipates change, embraces sustainability, and remains timeless in its visual identity. At the foundation of this design philosophy is the commitment to sustainable materials. Builders and architects 2025 are not only focused on durability, but also on the ecological footprint of every component. Reclaimed wood brings a rustic, yet modern character, bamboo offers rapid renewability, and recycled steel provides structural strength with minimal environmental cost. Even concrete, once criticized for its carbon intensity, is being reinvented through carbon-capturing technologies and green additives. Surfaces are treated with natural oils and non-toxic finishes, aligning with the global movement toward healthier indoor air quality. Beyond materials, the bungalow's layout captures attention. Traditionally, bungalows were organized in a simple, linear manner, but today's versions embrace open-plan arrangements where spaces overlap fluidly. Walls are minimized to enhance light flow and cross-ventilation. Instead of closed-off rooms, zones are delineated by subtle changes in ceiling height, flooring material, or strategically placed furniture. This openness allows the architecture to breathe, creating a sense of expansion even in modest square footage. One of the most striking features of 2025 bungalow design is the indoor-outdoor fusion. Sliding glass walls, bifold doors, and frameless corner windows dissolve the barrier between interior and exterior. At a glance, one might not know where the living room ends and where the terrace begins. Imagine sitting at a dining table where one side opens directly into the garden, the breeze carrying the scent of herbs from a nearby planter. This seamless integration fosters a constant dialogue with nature, reminding occupants that their home is part of a larger ecosystem. Smart technologies weave quietly into this architectural fabric. Unlike earlier years where home automation was flashy and obvious, In 2025, technology is discreet, intuitive, and almost invisible. Lighting systems shift color temperature to mirror the circadian rhythm of the body. Climate control adjusts based on the number of people in a room and the weather forecast. Security features blend into design elements. Smart locks hidden within natural wood finishes, or surveillance integrated subtly into exterior lighting. Rather than being an imposition, technology now feels like a natural extension of architectural intent. Another essential element is the prioritization of wellness-centered spaces. Architects have responded to the increasing demand for homes that heal, as well as house. Spa-like bathrooms are equipped with rainfall showers, aromatherapy diffusers, and natural stone finishes. Bedrooms incorporate acoustic dampening and circadian lighting, creating sanctuaries of rest. Kitchens, once utilitarian, now feature plant walls and herb gardens, reconnecting cooking with freshness and health. Even small alcoves for meditation or yoga reflect a deeper understanding that the home must support not only the physical, but also the mental well-being of its inhabitants. Stylistically, the 2025 bungalow blends multiple design languages. The minimalist aesthetic continues to dominate, characterized by clean lines, uncluttered surfaces, and a restrained color palette. Yet this minimalism is softened by organic textures and earthy tones, creating warmth and intimacy rather than sterility. In many designs, there is also a nod to regional vernacular. For instance, tropical bungalows integrate sloped roofs and shaded verandas to combat heat, while Scandinavian-inspired models emphasize wood cladding and cozy interiors for colder climates. This balance between global trends and local identity ensures that the bungalow feels authentic to its environment. Flexibility remains central. Consider the modular approach where rooms are designed with adaptability in mind. Walls can be reconfigured, mezzanines can be added, and outdoor pergolas can shift from shade structures to solar collectors. Homeowners are no longer locked into a single blueprint. They own a living framework that evolves alongside their needs. In 2025, buying a bungalow is not just purchasing a house, it is investing in a system of growth. Another critical design dimension is compact luxury. While some might imagine luxury as expansive mansions, the current era redefines it. Luxury is found in detail: handcrafted joinery, artisanal tiles, soft indirect lighting, and thoughtfully framed views of gardens or courtyards. Even in smaller footprints, these details elevate the experience of daily living, proving that elegance can exist within efficiency. The garden's integration with architecture also deserves closer attention. It is not simply a backyard placed behind the house, but an architectural extension that penetrates into the very heart of the layout. Courtyards are positioned to channel light into central areas. Water features serve both aesthetic and climatic roles, cooling air as it passes through open corridors. Vertical gardens climb the walls, blurring the boundary between architecture and greenery. The result is a symbiosis where the home does not dominate nature, but coexists with it. Lighting design further enhances this dialogue. Natural daylight is celebrated through skylights, clerestory windows, and reflective surfaces. At night, lighting becomes an art form. Exterior pathways glow softly, interiors highlight textures of wood and stone, and feature walls become illuminated canvases. The lighting narrative shifts throughout the day, guiding mood and activity. Accessibility is another key concern in 2025 design. Multi-generational living is on the rise, and bungalows accommodate this with universal design principles. Wide doorways, step-free entrances, and adaptable bathrooms ensure that every family member, from young children to elderly grandparents, can navigate the home comfortably. This inclusivity strengthens the home's role as a long-term residence rather than a temporary stop. Cultural values also influence stylistic direction. In many regions, the bungalow is being reimagined as a place for community as well as family. Front gardens and open verandas invite neighbors to interact, echoing traditions of hospitality. Shared gardens in clustered bungalow communities foster collective growing, dining, and social bonding. The architecture is therefore not only a private retreat, but also a medium for reconnecting with society. Underlying all these choices is a strong awareness of climate adaptation. Architects design with local weather patterns in mind. Roofs angled for solar gain, rainwater harvesting systems integrated into guttering, and thermal mass walls to regulate temperature. The bungalow in 2025 is not merely a shelter. It is an intelligent organism calibrated to withstand environmental changes. The cumulative effect of these elements is a home that speaks to both head and heart. It delivers efficiency through modular planning, serenity through wellness features, and delight through crafted detail. It reassures its inhabitants that they are protected, inspired, and connected to the natural world. Every line of the architecture, every surface of the material, and every opening into the garden serves the singular goal of enriching human life. When viewed in totality, this architectural style is neither futuristic nor nostalgic. It exists in harmony with the present, while preparing for the future. It acknowledges the rapid pace of technological and cultural transformation, yet roots itself in timeless values of comfort, beauty, and belonging. It is a design language that evolves without losing its soul. As we continue our exploration, this understanding of architectural elements sets the stage for a deeper dive into how these homes represent not just personal luxury, but also societal aspirations. They embody resilience, ecological balance, and a new model of family life that resonates with the global spirit of 2025. As we arrive at the culmination of this journey, the 2025 multifunctional bungalow with its lush backyard and family-friendly garden reveals itself not only as a home, but as a vision of the future of living. It is important to understand how these design choices ripple outward, shaping not only individual families, but also communities, cultures, and even the environment at large. The essence of this vision lies in future-proofing. Homes are no longer designed just for today's needs, but for the unpredictable demands of tomorrow. Families may expand, work models may shift again, climate may become more volatile, and technologies may continue to advance at astonishing speed. The bungalow of 2025 embraces this uncertainty by being inherently adaptable. Its multifunctional spaces can change purpose in hours or years. Its eco-friendly systems ensure resilience against resource scarcity. Its design language is timeless enough to remain relevant even as tastes evolve. Looking into the future of family life, these homes embody a profound balance between independence and togetherness. For children, the house provides interactive learning zones, safe gardens, and digital integration that supports education without overwhelming natural play. For adults, the bungalow balances professional productivity with spaces for personal wellness. For elders, it provides dignity and accessibility, ensuring they remain active participants in household life rather than isolated dependents. This intergenerational inclusivity is more than a convenience. It is a reflection of evolving social values, where the home serves as a true anchor for family identity. On a broader scale, the bungalow becomes a symbol of sustainability and responsibility. As cities continue to expand and environmental challenges deepen, the bungalow demonstrates how residential design can mitigate impact. Solar panels power everyday living, rainwater harvesting sustains gardens, and native plantings create biodiversity corridors. Waste is minimized through composting and material recycling. Each home becomes a microcosm of sustainable living, proving that environmental stewardship begins at the scale of everyday life. This transformation has also sparked a cultural renaissance in design trends. Architects are increasingly drawing inspiration from nature, blending modern minimalism with organic aesthetics. Curves and fluid forms are returning, contrasting with rigid lines of the past decade. Warm, earthy color palettes dominate interiors, creating a sense of grounded calm. Textures, stone, clay, woven fibers, are celebrated as reminders of authenticity in a digital age. In gardens, edible landscapes are paired with ornamental beauty, signaling a new definition of luxury that values nourishment and ecological harmony. The role of technology cannot be understated, but it is important to highlight how it is being reimagined. In earlier eras, technology within homes often felt overwhelming, almost alien. Today, it is human-centered and invisible, enhancing rather than distracting. Voice assistants manage energy use quietly in the background, Transparent solar panels act as both windows and energy generators. Virtual reality corners allow global connectivity while remaining tucked away within serene interiors. The home of 2025 demonstrates that true innovation lies in harmony, not dominance. Community is another dimension that cannot be ignored. Individual bungalows, when envisioned collectively, reshape neighborhoods. Imagine entire blocks where lush backyards align to form continuous green corridors. Shared gardens become community farms, supplying fresh produce while fostering bonds between neighbors. Playgrounds are no longer isolated spaces, but integrated into networks of family-friendly gardens. Architecture, in this way, begins to heal the fragmented fabric of urban life by creating opportunities for social connection. This social dimension extends to cultural expression. Each bungalow, while aligned with global trends, reflects local identity. Roof lines may echo traditional forms, facades may use indigenous materials, and gardens may feature plants native to the region. These choices ensure that the home resonates deeply with its context. It is not a generic model replicated across continents, but a flexible framework that respects diversity. In this sense, the bungalow of 2025 is both universal and particular, both global and local. Equally important is the emotional impact of these spaces. Architecture is not only about function and form, but about the way it makes us feel. The 2025 bungalow invites serenity through natural light, joy through open communal spaces, and inspiration through crafted details. Stepping into such a home is like stepping into a narrative where every element, the texture of wood, the sound of water, the scent of plants, tells a story of belonging. It fosters gratitude for everyday rituals, brewing coffee while gazing at a garden, reading by a sunlit corner, or gathering around a fire pit under the stars. These experiences root inhabitants in the present while reminding them of their place in a larger cycle of life. As the world continues to face rapid change, the 2025 Multi-Functional Bungalow provides a blueprint for resilience. It proves that architecture can be sustainable without sacrificing beauty, flexible without losing intimacy, and technologically advanced without feeling mechanical. It reminds us that the best homes are those that evolve with us, support us, and reflect our highest aspirations. In many ways, the bungalow is not just a design, but a philosophy. It embodies moderation, balance, and respect for nature, for community, and for the rhythms of human life. Its lush backyard and family-friendly garden symbolize abundance and care, teaching future generations the value of harmony with the environment. Its multifunctional interiors symbolize adaptability, preparing us for a future where change is the only certainty. Ultimately, this architectural vision transcends bricks, wood, and glass. It speaks to our collective longing for homes that do more than shelter us. They nurture us, empower us, and connect us to both people and planet. It is an answer to the challenges of modern living and a promise that the spaces we inhabit can uplift not only our bodies, but also our spirits. As we reflect on this exploration, it becomes clear that the 2025 Multi-Functional Bungalow is not the end of a design trend, but the beginning of a new era in living. It represents a bridge between tradition and innovation, between individuality and community, between the built environment and the natural world. It is the architectural embodiment of hope, resilience, and timeless beauty.